What's up, everybody? Nick Nelson, Blade14O here with my 5th Theros draft. Yeah, beta client on Magic Online got a pretty big update today, so there shouldn't be any reason why it's not the best thing on the internet right now. All right, so let's wait for our 8th player so we can get started here. There we go. Speak of the devil. All right, there we go. Okay, pack one, pick one. We have Doomwake Giant. Excellent card. Definitely need to build around the Constellation strategy for it to be good. Brain Maggot, Warhound, and Hoplite are both good cards in this pack too. We're gonna just take the rare and we're gonna start off trying to get Constellation theme going. Alright, Hall of Triumph. Definitely pretty good. Too bad it's not an enchantment artifact though. But you know, yeah, it's just a what's it called, a Honor of the Pure effect for any color is obviously pretty good. If this wasn't in the pack, this is gonna be the pick, but if this wasn't in the pack, then I guess, I don't know, this pack just kind of sucks, I guess. Take the Aspect or something? I don't know. We're gonna take the Hall of Triumph. Mono Black Constellation would be awesome, so let's go for it. Okay, the Akron Linebreaker is, it's okay. It's not great. Iconoclast is pretty okay also. Wildflower Cerberus is pretty good, but there is a black enchantment constellation card that's also pretty good in this pack, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and pick the Dreadbringer Lampads. This feels kind of like a force, but you know, whatever. A force constellation. Forcing black constellation looks like. Okay, black dried up already. That's neat. Alright, here we have Skybind, which fits in with the black constellation theme. We can just pretty much keep recurring our constellation cards and getting value out of them. That's going to be the pack here. It's double white, so we don't want to be too heavy on white, but we're going to pick it up here and try to continue building around constellation. Alright, with that theme in mind, we have a Thought Render. That's a 6-drop. It's not great either. All in all, I don't like this card very much. 6 mana for that effect and just a 5/3 body. It's not really my favorite. We have a Blood Craze Hoplite in the pack, which is pretty good. Not an enchantment, but I think it's better than the Thought Render here. Eagle of the Watch isn't bad. We'll just take the Hoplite. Hoplet Doplet. Okay, High Priest. If we have a much lower curve, then this card can be pretty good. Arrow Formation still in the pack. We got a Starfall still in the pack. That's pretty good. Trailblazer isn't too bad. And the Mortal Obstinacy isn't bad either. Here I'm going to take the High Priest though. Yeah, it's probably the better card to pick. Another Thought Render. Still same boat. Don't think I'm going to take it. I think I'll take the Akron Mastiff here though. It's pretty solid. Red seems to be pretty open. A good drafter would probably move into red at this point, but I want to play with my rares, so we're gonna take the Mastiff. Okay, another Mastiff isn't bad here. It's better than Fawn of the Return. This is a enchantment, but you know, we'll take the Tapper. Tapper's pretty good in this format. Okay, here the Mortal Obstinacy is better than the Oppressive Raise. This card's a lot better in a really aggressive deck like Boros. We'll just take that here. Okay, Font of Vigor. I don't. Are we playing this card? I'm not sure. We didn't see too much Constellation from this pack, but we're gonna try to get there just on the power of Doomwake Giant and Dreadbringer Lampads. We're still not gonna play this card, but it's better than hating anything out of this pack. We'll take it. Oh, Spire Spine and Wild Cerberus are still in this pack. That's pretty solid. Wildfire Cerberus. Yeah. Yeah, this guy might be pretty good against us. Go ahead and just take him out. Take a Rotted Hulk. Oppressive Raise. Hide those two. Yeah, it definitely feels like a force, but it'll be a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. You like what I did there. I'm sorry, that was really bad. I won't do that again, I'm sorry. This deck's probably gonna suck now. So I changed the angle of my camera here, if you didn't notice, because before, with the glares reflecting off the screen and hitting my glasses, and then it just looked like I was doing this the entire draft. But just a reflection. I wasn't really doing that. So hopefully this looks better. Anyway, here the double striking enchantment Eidolon is one of my favorite white uncommons. There's not really any black we want to take here. We don't want to take the Grizzly Transformation. I would prefer to lean more heavily on black, just because we have cards like Grey Merchant and Disciple in the next pack. But yep, just gonna take the Eidolon. It's not too late to start leaning heavy on black, but it's starting to get. Silent Sentinel. Yeah, it's a 7-drop, but it is a very powerful card, especially if you get lots and lots of enchantments. As a whole, it's more powerful than the Servant. But we don't want our curve to be too high, though. But I think I'm going to take it here. And we're going to play the game that tries to get to 7 and then cast this and put a bunch of enchantments into the battlefield. Alright. Drown in Sorrow. Probably be killing all of our creatures again. See, that would definitely be the pick if this Sun Guide wasn't in the pack. Yeah, we're just going to take the Sun Guide. We might end up just calling white on the Triumph. It looks like we're getting a lot more white. Just get the 2-drop here. Hero's Podium, what's this thing? Oh. Okay, so no. Just no. Alright, Alkalight's Alkalight's reward is okay. Devotion to White. We got Devotion to White. No enchantments again for us except for no, that's not an enchantment. This combat trick's probably just better than this one. This isn't a creature we're looking to play. And neither is this one. So here I think we're just going to take a Necrobite. Ooh, Spiteful returned. Sweet. Enchantment and awesome card. Check. Yep. Not much to say about that. We're going to pick this. Maybe we'll get this or this or this back. Definitely pick that up though. Bile-Blight and another Spiteful returned. Oh man. Oh, that's rough. I think, yeah, BioBlight, solid removal. Um, Definitely if you are the kind of player that prioritizes removal, you would just take this, but Buff Return is just so powerful on its own and really can close out games pretty fast. So, uh, two of them here. And here we did get the Servant back, but there's a glimpse of the Sun God in the pack, which, yeah, this card can easily just tap all your opponent's team and then attack and win you the game. We're going to go ahead and pick this here. Probably not going to get any servants, that means, but what are you going to do? Okay, Grizzly Transformation, enchant creature that enables Heroic, which is just this guy at this point? Yep. Oh, and this guy too. Ooh, this guy returns, Spiteful returns. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to take the Enchantment Heroic Enabler. Pick that up here. Alright, this doesn't really fit the theme of our deck, because we're not crazy aggro, and then this, we're not heavy black enough for me to really like this card. We'll go ahead and just pick the Pegasus here, though. Take the reward that came back. Eye Gouge is a sideboard card, but Failhead Brawler might actually just get played. We'll pick that up. Another Brawler. Doesn't look like we're going to be trying to be too defensive. I don't think we're going to want to play the Oak. So we'll just take another Brawler. And get rid of somebody's Culling Mark. Get rid of the Wayfinder. Get rid of this. So if we had to play all these cards, it wouldn't be the worst deck I'd ever drafted already. So it's not bad. Alright, next pack. We look pretty split for black still at this point, so we'll just have to see what we open. Okay, here we have Enchantment Creature, which is good, but you can't really pass the Ordeals, Ordeals are just they're just too good. So we're gonna pick that here. Hopefully we get this or this back. But yeah, here we're gonna just take the Ordeal. Okay, here Rescue from the Underworld isn't something that we can really abuse yet. Divine Verdict is probably better for our deck at this point. Yeah, so here we're gonna take my pick's gonna be the Divine Verdict, but I'm gonna start hiding some stuff. I'm gonna hide the Oppressive Ray. Can't speak. Oppressive Rays. I'm gonna hide the Alkalite. I'm gonna hide this font. And probably don't want to play this card either, but I'm not gonna hide it quite yet. So I still want to pick up more enchantment creatures, but we'll take the Verdict here. Yeah, we're looking pretty split down the middle between white and black. Here's the Gray Merchant. Yeah, we have enough black for this card to be good enough still. Hopefully this guy wheels though. This guy's would be really good in our deck. But Gray Merchant by himself is just better. So hopefully we're gonna pick this, but hopefully we get God's Willing, Scholar, or Faruka's Cure back. Which I think we should, because this pack has some pretty powerful stuff in other colors. Gray Merchant. Ooh, Fleece Line. Fleece Mainline. We can't cast. So Harpies by itself isn't really a good card, but putting like Spiteful Return on a Harpy is crazy good. Like that's 5 damage in the air turn, and if we can like give it Intimidate or something, it'd be solid. It's better than Banquets of Foul or Silent Sentinel, and it helps our Black Devotion. So we're gonna pick that. Nothing really for us here. This guy's a heroic card, but not something we really want to be casting. This guy's better than this guy, I think. And then I don't like this 2/3/5 drop. It's just not good enough, I don't think. Snarecaster or Battle Priest? Battle Priest. See, we can gain some life off of it. We have some heroic enablers, and it blocks opposing 2-drops. Usually, it'll block almost any opposing 2-drop. And it looks like we're trying to go a little bit later than our opponent, so this guy's probably better in our deck. Might be able to get away with not playing it. Okay, so here's a Scholar, definitely for us. I meant to show it and not pick it right away, but that's definitely the pick. Okay, and here we're gonna get a. Oh, I can't. It stops. Yep. Okay, it's just not letting me make big cards anymore. Yeah. I guess the update wasn't all that, huh? Okay, so my timer's still going down, so I'm not frozen. And I'm double clicking this card. And the beta client is the best thing ever. Official. And I'm probably gonna get like dropped in the draft now. It's probably what's gonna happen next. Anyway, let's continue picking like that's not gonna happen, and let's pick this Century of the Underworld. Okay, that one, it let me pick it. We're good. Okay, so here, it's not really gonna be played in our deck. None of the stuff is really worth hating, I guess. Maybe the Point Betrayal is. But now we're just gonna take the return ballots. Okay, Rescue from Underworld wheeled. We have a Gray Merchant now. It's a lot of 5s though, I don't know. Many. But we're gonna pick it. Ooh, a second Scholar. Solid. And yeah, just get this guy out. Get this guy out. Yoke Docks for a little defense. Alright, we have some options. We have some options. Lots of creatures. We definitely want lots of creatures. And we definitely want to trim these 5s down. Okay, so all of our 5s are really good, actually. It's hard to cut any of them. I think the Rescue is probably our worst 5 since it's not just a permanent that immediately comes down. And we have, oops. We have Skybinds to, okay. So, yeah, Skybinds is definitely abusable with the stuff we have. We have Doomwake, Dreadbringer. Dreadbringer doesn't really combo much with it though, since it's going to be an end of turn thing. But Gray Merchants, yeah, it's just it combos good enough with our 5s, I think. Oh wow, that's really it though. There's just 3 cards in the entire deck that Skybind will help trigger. Kind of sad. Makes me not want to play it. Yeah, 3 cards in the entire deck is not enough to play that card. I'm gonna take it out. Okay, so let's start with cuts though. Okay, that's not a for sure thing, but I'm just gonna remove it for now, see if I can clean my curve up a little more to something I like it. Rotted Hulk is not a very powerful card. Ghost Blade's pretty good when I have yeah, I have enough stuff to stick on it to make it pretty sweet. We don't want the Yoke Docks in the main. Silent Sentinel, brings back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kinds of enchantments. It's a 7-drop. 7-drops are usually pretty bad. They're just going to be in your opening hand, and then you're just going to be dead. I don't know. I don't know if I want to play that card. I've never actually played with it, but the fact that it brings the card back to your to the battlefield instead of into your hand makes it pretty enticing. Let's move over it for now. Both the scholars we definitely want to play. The high priest we definitely want to play. Don't think we want to cut any black cards except for maybe the Necrobite because it's not any. It's not a permanent. I meant we don't want to cut any black permanents at least. So let's remove this for a second. Let's remove the Battle Priest since that's a worse 2-drop. I would rather just enchant like an Ordeal on the Brawler. Like you don't gain the 2 life, but you have a bigger body. At least a bigger attacker. So removing that for now. We have enough 2-drops for the Loyal Pegasus to be pretty okay. 1-drop, 7-drop decks are rough though. If you have a 7-drop, you want to have a later game, and if you have 1-drops, you want to have an early game. So, and this guy has to be able to attack for you to bring the thing back into the battlefield. I think we have enough control aspects to have this card not be that good. Oh man, I don't know. I wish I had any experience with this card so I know if it's even worth it. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white creatures, or 9 kind of sentries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black creatures. So split almost right down the middle. So straight up. The Hall of Triumph is a bit worse when you're like, especially when you're tapping 3 mana to put this into play, and then like you start drawing creatures that don't match the color that you picked. This card's a lot better in a more monocolor deck. It's not a permanent that immediately affects the battlefield. A lot of people would probably think that's wrong, but I'm going to cut the Hall in this deck. If I was much more black or white though, I definitely would keep it in. Okay, so next up, I want to stick with the not cutting any black permanents to hopefully have Grave Merchant be able to close out the game at least. Worst cards then, cards I consider cutting are, both the Mastiffs are going to stay in for sure, so is the Divine Verdict. The Mortal Obstinacy, just giving something +1/+1 and can destroy an enchantment. Yeah, cheap enchantments. We want to keep enchantments in. So I think I want to cut the Silent Sentinel then. Enchantments total are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's pretty good. I want to keep all those. Alright, I want to cut one more card now. Worst cards, and I don't want to cut any black permanents or enchantments, because I like synergy. And I don't have any like really bad like black permanents and enchantments that I'm keeping in, so I think it's fine. The choice though might just be cutting an enchantment, because I definitely don't want to cut the glimpse. So I'm probably want to just cut this card then. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Let's cut that. And yeah, 17 lands in this deck because we have like this guy bestows for 6, and then these guys are both mana sinks. So let's sort by color. And it wants me to be 9-8 in favor of white. But I'm actually going to switch that to 9-8 in favor of black because I have double black and I have the scholars, which want to be able to activate more than once per turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 white cards at 2 or less, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black cards at 2 or less. No, that's only 5. But still, I think 9-8 in favor of black is pretty good. Submit before something terrible happens. Let's go run 1.